That didn't happen. You ever drink water? It's really awesome. It's really cool. It's really cold. Very tasty. I love water. Water is so good. Stay hydrated. How's everybody doing? Expo was fantastic. I'll be talking about that momentarily. Because, God, dude. I'm exhausted. Traveling for just one day is still very exhausting. Like, ugh. I wish I could have stayed longer, but oh well. It is what it is. I still have my Tangle and Whisper hoodie, sweatshirt on, just because I'm just too lazy to change out of it. It's my favorite shirt. As of right now, but Expo was fun. Expo was a lot of fun. I got to meet some people there. First person that I actually saw and recognized was Trey Noble. Go check him out. Very awesome guy. He just did a music video for one of his releases. And he was a recurring guest on Sunset City. I met Avant, who is very big into the like tournament kind of stuff. With Crossworlds, I think they also cover Riders Tournament Edition as well. I'm not too certain. They recognized me from Sunset City, which was really weird. Because it's just like, hey, you're Dave, right? I was like, yeah, from Sunset City. I was like, yeah. But that was pretty fun. And then I was on my way walking back to the Expo hall, and there were two people in front of me. And I was like, do I know you guys? They turned around, and would you believe it was Chow Mix and Matt Mannheimer? They were there promoting Star Garden, so it was fun finally being able to meet them in person. I remember seeing Matt at the Sonic Symphony in LA, but I didn't get a chance to say hey to him. But he remembered seeing me, and Chow Mix remembered seeing me at the LA Symphony. So it was nice to be able to finally meet up with them in person and chill for a little bit while we walked to the Expo hall together. They were very, very busy, obviously. And yes, I did have fun at the Expo. As you saw, I met Tangle and I met Whisper. But because not a lot of people that I knew was there were really busy with helping out with things around the convention, Ashlyn was actually really nice enough to just let me hang out with her at her booth. So it was fun seeing everybody come up to her and, you know, appreciate her for being Tangle. We had a lot of fun conversation, a lot of fun interactions with people walking up to her. So that was really fun. Ashlyn, sweet person. Okay, so so when I was getting the picture with Ashlyn and Whisper, and I'll tell you why I'm saying it like this first. I was just like, hey, would it be possible, because I was talking to her helper that was there. I was like, hey, would it be possible to get a photo with both me and with both Tangle and Whisper? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. And so like when I was talking to Ashlyn about it, I was just like, I always forget how to pronounce Whisper's voice actress's name. And what she told me and her when we were talking about it was the best way to think about it. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, there's a character in there called Daenerys. If you take the D out of Daenerys and Aneris, there you go. That's how you pronounce her name, Aneris. So that's a good thing to hold on to in the back of my mind. So whenever I'm talking about Ashlyn and Aneris, you know, I'm not gonna like slip up and be like, oh, how do I pronounce that name? But they were both very sweet, very awesome people to hang out with and chill with. It was very awesome. It was a very awesome time. And yes, I did meet Ashlyn. I blew all my money at her booth. I was going to go around and meet other voice actors, get their autographs and selfies, but I was nope. I was so enthralled by all the prints that she had for Tangle specifically there. So I'm gonna try and hang up on the wall behind me with the Tangle plush. So just to show it off, this is the print that she got from her commission piece for from Corn Art. Fantastic artist here. I'm gonna try and let's see. I'm gonna mess with the blur settings here. Alright, there. It's fine. So, got that. That was pretty cool. Love it. Really awesome. She had a couple of other things there. I wanted to get the one with her and Jewel. She got a commission piece of somebody doing like a fan comic of Tangle and Jewel hanging out in the museum, which was really cool. And then I think the other commission was of Tangle and Batgirl. And then I got this one because she said it was her favorite, personal favorite. This was really good. Thank you for the gift, Nationverse. Much appreciated. This one, it's got like a really nice gold gloss to it. This was her favorite one that she picked out. It's very nice, very big, very nice. So I can't wait to figure out how to hang these up on the wall behind me and not damage them. Hopefully not damage them. Who'd you meet? Did I meet anyone else? So I was able to go and meet some other actors. It was more so towards the end of the meet and greet sessions for some of these people, because I didn't know if it was possible to just line up and say like, hey, can I say hey to them real quick rather than getting like a photo and an autograph, because I don't know. I'm not really like an avid convention goer, so I'm not really sure how that really goes. So I met Lee Majdoub, who is Dr. Stone, Agent Stone in the movies. That was fantastic. That was really, he was set up right there next to Ashlyn, which was really cool. And then I also went and met Quentin Flynn, because I've recently been going through the Kingdom Hearts games, and I was like, that's such perfect timing, because he voices Axel in Kingdom Hearts, and I wanted to thank him for the performance of Axel. That was really brilliant. But also because being a Crash Bandicoot fan and being the guy that weirdly goes up to different actors who don't really may not even remember the role that they played in Crash Bandicoot, I thanked him for the evil twins in Crash Twinsanity, because he voiced both the evil twins in Crash Twinsanity. So that was really awesome. And it was just great to meet them. I didn't get to meet the Sonic voice actors. Like, I know Jason was there, and I know Ryan was there. I was going to, but if it would have, I don't know, because I spent so much money at Ashlyn's booth. I was just like, well, it would kind of suck to go and say hey to the Sonics, and not get anything with them. So I decided not to. I'll definitely do it one year though. I'll meet one of them, both of them, at one point. Austin St. John from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and saw Walter Jones, Paul Schreier, and Jason Narvi. Nice. You met Tom Kenny. Yeah, awesome. I met Tom Kenny at the beginning of this year. Got the signed Spyro 2 copy. That was very fun. Do I think Ashlyn watches my videos? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm not gonna say anything, but there might be a little something being planned behind the scenes. Just a little bit of something. Not gonna go too full into detail about that, but you'll know when you see it. You'll know when you see it. It's I think it'll be a lot of fun. But she did say that she because like when I walked up to her, she was talking to this person in front of me who had a Tangle cosplay, and I think I know exactly who that is. I think it's on. Um, she does like a. I think she has a Tangle VTuber channel. And I was gonna say something. I didn't want to say it like too quick. I was like, "Are you on?" So I waited there for a little bit, and then when I walked up, she was. I walked up. She immediately recognized who it was. She was like, "So we finally meet." I was like, "Yep, we finally meet." that was that was really awesome. That was really awesome, and we just had a great conversation. It was very good conversations all around. Good time all around. Um, walk around the expo was pretty exhausting, but there was a lot of cool things there. A lot of cool cosplays. I saw like someone dressed full decked out in like a Neo Metal Sonic cosplay, walking around with with a jukebox that was playing What I'm Made Of. That was really funny. Um, there was a Big the Cat cosplayer. There were a lot of Charmy cosplayers this year. Um, it was fun. It was fun. So I might try to go next year. I definitely will look into going next year. And if I do go next year, I will be planning to go more than just one day. Um, still wish you met Jason David Frank, and rest in peace, Tommy Oliver. He was your hero. Rest in peace. How big was the expo? It was pretty big. I'd say it was pretty. It was pretty. So they were at the Cobb Galleria in Georgia. Um, and like you have this entire section for expo halls, and then there's another section near the hotel lobby. The hotel lobby is huge, like huge. So they had the art gallery before like the main hotel lobby, and then if you went down the hotel lobby, down the stairs, and then walked a bit further along, you'd make it to the gaming section where they had the indie titles such as Star Garden. I think there were a few indie titles there. There were Sonic Riders Tournament Edition was there. Sonic Rush 3D was there. There were a lot of they had a Crazy Taxi arcade cabinet, and there were some fighting arcade cabinets that had Sonic the Fighters loaded onto it, which looked pretty cool. There was a lot. There was a lot there. They had Mario Kart World too. Like there was a lot going on in the gaming room. I sort of just like walked in and looked around for a second. It was a little packed, so I just wanted to see what they had. Erica Lindbeck before VA for Blaze and Kit, and the rest. She was nice. You managed to make her got her to sign a copy of Sonic Adventure Rush. Nice. I don't think maybe I think it was Laura Bailey. Is that who that is? I'm gonna go to the Sonic Expo website. Huh. I could have sworn I saw one of the Blaze actors there. Maybe not. Lisa Ortiz, Ortiz was there. um, they had a lot of the 4Kids cast there, which was really cool. Oh yeah, Devin Mack was there, but I don't remember seeing where his booth was. Definitely would want to see a Crash Con or a Crash Expo dedicated to Crash Bandicoot. That would be so sick, but I just don't think it would ever happen. Like, it's just whenever it comes to the expos and conventions, like there's a lot of money to go into it, and a lot of Sonic Expo and Sonic conventions are mainly done and successful due to fans wanting it. So like it's like, you know, if there's enough of a demand for it and enough support from fans that are willing to put in that type of money, then obviously, you know, something like Crash Bandicoot would be possible. but I feel like if anybody tried to get something for Crash put together, it would. I don't know. You'd have to have a lot of connections, I think, to get something like that rolling. And you'd obviously have to have a huge backing community to do it. Like, I think that you could possibly do a Crash Con or something like that, but excuse me, if anything that were to happen like that, I think it'd be more on the smaller side rather than being something huge like the Sonic conventions. But I mean, like, Sonic conventions have been around for years. Like, Sonic Revolution in California, and Sonic Expo, which I think used to be called Sega Fan Jam or something like that. I'm not entirely certain if it was previously named something other than Sonic Expo. But that was that. That was. I mean, there was a lot that happened within a day, but not a lot that happened within a day. I did meet some of the IDW artists. I walked over and saw some of their booths. Mostly talked to Natalie Haynes because I love her art so much. She does such fantastic art for IDW. Hell, the Sonic Expo was fantastic. You missed the entire spiel. You're good. You're good. Oh yeah, no. I don't think Nintendo would be very lenient on like a Mario convention. That would be very fun to do for sure. But yeah, Nintendo I don't think would be very backing of it. But yeah, no. I mean, a Crash Bandicoot or Spyro, Crash and Spyro Expo. That would be really cool to put together. But I wouldn't see it really ever happening unless there's like a bigger, like if we got Canadian guy A on board to help organize something like that, maybe. I don't know. I feel that sigh. I didn't get any sleep at all for the past couple of days. On Thursday night, I was trying to get some sleep, but anxiety just really blew over me for some reason. I just could not sleep at all. I went to sleep around maybe like 3 a.m. and then woke up at like 6:20. I was like, all right, well, I got to get to the airport. So, and then last night I did get a little bit of sleep, but when I woke up, it felt like I had slept for hours, but really I only slept for like 2 hours, and then I couldn't sleep after that. It probably just I wasn't like anxious or anything. I could not sleep. My mind didn't want to go to sleep. So I stayed up a little bit until like 4, and then I went to sleep. Woke up at 7 and booked it to the airport, and now I'm home. But yeah, Expo was fun. Just to catch you up on everything that I was talking about. Spent most of the time hanging out with Ashlyn. She's very nice, very sweet person. And it was just huge. It was huge. So I'm hoping next year I can go, and hopefully, fingers crossed, next year I can get that content creator badge. I really, really love that. But we'll see. I had applied this year, but they ran out of slots. I guess there was so much of an influx of people applying for the content creator badge, which was a really cool thing. It's great that, you know, a lot of people want to be involved with something like this. It shows that there's a lot of interest to keep it going. I would love to go to the Expo in Dallas, but I feel like Dallas is a little bit too far for me. Especially now that Spirit Airlines is gone. I know Spirit Airlines isn't like the best of the best when it comes to airlines, but it helped me afford travel. And since Spirit's been gone, all these other main big competitors in the airline space have been jacking their prices up to the max because there's not like a low budget airline to go for anymore. Which kind of sucks, but eh. 'Tis the world we live in. I guess the next low budget airline would probably be Frontier, but I don't even think my airport supports Frontier. Sonic Frontier. Oh, actually, speaking of Sonic Frontiers, I saw that Kishimoto is doing like some kind of like blog and like answering fan questions that they might have about Sonic stuff, especially with like the development of Sonic Forces and Frontiers, I believe. And I believe the recent thing that he posted was that people should expect the next mainline Sonic game to be an expansion of the open zone formula, and that they're working to figure out how to blend boost, spin dash, and speed like together. Like, and I was just like, I knew that was kind of what the direction that they were probably gonna try and take, but just hearing him say that, like, I was like, yes. So now I'm even more hyped for the next mainline game. I can't wait to see what they're cooking. I really, because that's the one thing that I was hoping. I was hoping that we would see that open zone format get expanded on, or at least, you know, keep a little bit of it intact. So I'm very, very interested in seeing how they're going to blend that and update that, and then yeah, I know Frontiers Update 2 did that, but what he means is that they're gonna, because Frontiers, when it was developed, it wasn't developed with Spin Dash in mind. So a lot of times whenever people are playing and they have Spin Dash, it breaks a lot of the stuff, but they're approaching the next mainline game with Spin Dash in mind. So now we're gonna be able to see how much more they're gonna expand on the open zone content, and that's just gonna lead for so much more to do within an open zone. So I'm really excited to see what they're cooking. I think it's gonna be a great one. I really do. Unfortunately, there's no confirmation to be given whether or not Tangle and Whisper will be in the next mainline game. A lot of people came up and asked Ashlyn if she knew, but obviously the answer is they don't even know. You know, they're just told to do what they need to do, and then that's it. Like, you know, they'll get a call, be like, okay, let's voice this and this, and then that'll be it. You know, they won't hear from them until it's about to be out, or it just gets released. But I guess if anything can be confirmed, when I was talking to Lee, he was told, right? He was told that he was able to confirm that he's going to be in Sonic 4. So we are getting Agent Stone in Sonic 4. And I'm glad. I'm glad that he's coming back again. So let's go. We're getting Agent Stone again. Love seeing Agent Stone. And I just hope that they do more with this character, give him more screen time. Obviously, he's had a lot of screen time in the past 2 movies, so it's great. It's great to see that they're gonna keep him around. And yeah, no, obviously she's under NDA. It is usually how it goes. Let me respond to this message real quick. Made a video about Frontiers. I don't even know how possible that would be. I think we'll end up seeing some more Frontiers development stuff. Because, I mean, like, there are some things that you could talk about when it comes to the development of Sonic Frontiers, but I don't think there's a lot that can be talked about that we don't know already. Maybe Sega will one day release more stuff about that. I think it'd be cool if Sega did like a book or something that went over like the development of certain games. Like, I think that would be a really fun thing to do. Just a book that compiles like the history of developing Sonic games or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Because I am interested in that stuff. Game development interests me a lot. I love game development stories and just seeing how it all works together. I just like seeing how people come up with certain things and do certain things. Especially with the tech that we have now. It's just crazy what some people can pull. I was watching, there was something that K's, the Mario 64 modding god, hosted, the free fan game fair that they did an entire stream for it. It was sort of like a Nintendo Direct for fan games in a sense. And someone has modded Super Mario 64 Co-op DX to have Kirby Air Ride gameplay. Like, you can go into City Trial. Someone's modded the entirety of City Trial into Super Mario 64. What? What do you mean? So I definitely want to check that out. I sent it over to Uncle Al. I want to see if we can probably get a group of people together, maybe stream it or do a video on it. I think that would be a lot of fun. And if not with him and our other friends, then maybe Dylan and Frank would be up to checking that out. I think it's called Mario Air Ride 64. What is it? Hold on, let me see. What is it? Mario Air Ride. That's what they called it. But yeah, Expo was great. Expo was a lot of fun. But now that my yapping session is over, let's mess around in some games. Why is Dave so lucky? I'm not lucky. I am the farthest away from the word luck. The UI for Roblox is still kind of janky for me for some reason, so I'll just be playing as Tangle. But they did update it recently today. There's a new Fast Pass, and there's a new like thing they're doing in Lost Valley, where they've turned it into like a wasteland. But for the Fast Pass, you can get Wasteland Surge. I wish there was a way to like showcase it, sort of like in Rumble, how they have it. Let me go into picture mode here. Oh, she doesn't do the smile. She still frowns. That's interesting. Unless that's only for this model specifically? How would I do a 10-second review? What do you mean? Like, for what specifically? Oh, there we go. I was like, why didn't that pop up? Got some new stuff in the shop. Whisper's back in the shop. I think Whisper... They're starting to bring Whisper and Tangle back more frequently, I think. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not entirely certain what the Lost Valley thing is. How would I review Sonic Frontiers in 10 seconds? It's a good question. Very challenging. I honestly don't know. I would probably just talk mostly about like the movement and the open zone stuff. I would say that, you know, you could play the levels, but they're kind of optional. Not really, but they are kind of optional. Just something around those lines. I would probably base the entire 10-second review about like just the open zone portion. So lucky to see Tangle and Whisper. I mean, I probably shouldn't have been spending the type of money that I did to go and see them, but I was just like, I got it, man. I got it, because like, when am I gonna have the fortunate opportunity of being able to go and seeing them? And the fact that it was Ashland's first convention too was really cool. So like, but they will be attending other conventions as well, so keep a lookout for what other conventions they may be attending. You might be able to make it. You might be able to make it to one. All right, let's see. So Lost Valley Wasteland. I'm gonna read what they said in the Discord server. Wasteland Fast Pass. Lost Valley Wasteland. Explore a new area of Lost Valley. Drift across the sands and discover the perfect new spot for off-roading. They're still doing the Neon Blaze event, so you can still get Neon Blaze. Wasteland Shadow. Is he a part? Is he a part of? Okay, he's a part of the free Fast Pass. So if you get to the end of the free Fast Pass, you get Wasteland Shadow. Last one is gonna be Wasteland Metal Sonic. I believe this is also how you can get Fang again. Yeah, Fang is level 11 on the Fast Pass. Missile Egg Robo. Really interesting to see them doing Wasteland stuff. I mean, I guess we'll wait and see. I don't know. I think we are gonna get Tangle and Whisper at least voiced in the games at some point. Because like, not only do we know Ashlyn and Aniris are voicing them in English, but they also have voice actresses for them in Japanese. So like, if you're going out of the way to add, like, you know, dub these characters in Japanese as well, then that's leading on to the potential for them showing up in more media. So I think we are going to get to a point where we're going to see more of Tangle and Whisper getting voices, just IDW characters in general, honestly. I think we are going to see a lot more IDW characters popping up in said media. I just think it's going to be more of like a slow rollout. They're probably trying to ease people into it rather than just going all out with it. But yeah, this is the Wasteland for Lost Valley. You get to ride the the Wasteland motorbike, which I was trying to get because, like, if you do tricks here, there's this really cool pose that you can get with Tangle. I was trying to use photo mode to get it, but photo mode isn't compatible with the bike. So like, it's gonna be really hard. Also, some of the lighting, it looks really weird in this level, mostly just because the motorbike has a spotlight that you can't really see unless you go into a more shaded area. But I mean, it is cool. It just sucks that I can't like actually get a picture of her doing like the flip properly. I tried going through a loop and it kind of broke, so I want to see if that's going to happen again. I think it was this loop specifically. And 6-7. I didn't say 6-7 to Ashlyn when I saw her. It was in the back of my mind. Works so well as Surge. I think Honestly, personally, my fan cast is I don't know her name. Hold on, I'm gonna get it because I've been on such a Superman kick recently. Me and Dylan have been binging the mess out of like some Superman content. We just got done with CW's Superman and Lois, and that was fun. Now we're going through Smallville. That's been pretty cool. But My Adventures with Superman is still like a really good show, and the voice actress that they have for Supergirl in that, I think, would be a fantastic pick for Surge. Kiana. Her name is Kiana. I really think she would. Here, I'm gonna play a clip. I'm gonna try and find a clip, but like, I just think Supergirl from My Adventures with Superman would sound so good as Surge. But I also could see Christina V. Let's see.
I'm fine. But who are you? My name's Kara, and I'm searching for someone. Is that a challenge? Everything. Avoiding. Yes.
Like, just make it a little bit more raspier.
I have been looking for you for so long, hoping to meet you.
Sorry, but...
Call Alpha, Krypton! I answered your call. The beacon reached me across your galaxy, the only other Kryptonian in existence.
Like, I think I could see it. I could see it. Let me check on that. Yes. The revival of Malcolm in the Middle, yeah. I think she would do fantastic. Just, again, make the voice a little bit more raspier, and I think you'd be onto something for Surge. I don't know who I'd get for Kit. Kit, I don't even know what voice I'd do for him in my head when I'm reading any of his lines. This motorcycle controls is really weird. I don't even think you do like event stuff here. It's just the place to just drive a motorcycle around, and that's about it. I'm assuming that they're gonna keep this in permanently. How does this, like, hold on. I gotta see if it like plays differently than the Dark Rider. I have the Dark Rider, right? I should, yeah. Which, by the way, they're selling the Dark Rider. Oh, it blew up. But yeah, no, I think that felt a little bit different, actually. That did feel a little bit different. Like, this just feels more straightforward. The Wasteland motorcycle has, like, more weight to it, I think. Because, like, I feel like I have more control over Dark Rider. I'm gonna just, like... Is the Dark Rider bigger than the Wasteland motorcycle? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, no problem, Si. Much appreciated for stopping by. Hope you have a good one and enjoy the rest of your day. Let's cue the ride. Okay, maybe they ride the same. Maybe it's just because, like, the Wasteland Rider looks bigger than a Dark Rider. Or more chunky. More thick. thick motorcycle. Oh, I didn't know you could just do that. That's funny. No problem, no problem. Oh, I'm stuck. Exit mount. Where are they at in Planet Wisp with this? Kilia? Kilia? Kilyu? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'll have to ask Sin what he thinks of that, because he's been on his Hunter x Hunter kick. And yes, hello, Mr. Krabs. How are you doing? You believe it's your birthday? It's your birthday today. Wallace's birthday today? Ah, okay, I see. Happy birthday, Wallace. Now you want Biker Surge. I mean, they are only doing what Rumble did, because I wasn't Wasteland Surge a part of like an event pass in Rumble as well, or something like that. What is that like? What SPO skin is that? It's crystal, platinum. At least she is the first level to unlock, so I'll wait a bit before deciding if I want to purchase this pass, though. Like, Wasteland Surge is pretty cool, but I think I'll just wait for it to go through the shop. And I think the daily egg stuff is gone now. Yeah, the daily egg stuff is gone now. It's a really cool skin, but I don't want to grind for it. Not right now. Woohoo! Oop. Alright, well, that was Speed Sim for the most part. Nothing too big going on here. Just gonna close out of this. Let's see if we can find something else to play for a bit. I was playing Crash 2, but I beat it. I'm actually surprised it's not storming right now, because I was expecting it to be storming. Like, the schedule said that it was gonna storm. But thankfully it's all sunny. Let's see. What do I have installed? What do I have installed? Any new mods for adventure? Also, I saw that Crossworld Socials like updated their profile picture to include Shadow. I wonder what that's supposed to be like. Like, what is that supposed to be? Sonic Adventure X. That's interesting. Sonic, what's up, Ace? How you doing? Sonic. I'm just looking at adventure mods. Unleashed Idol. Oh, that's a request. Okay. Someone wants them to make like an Unleashed Idol animation for Sonic, I guess. Soliana project. What is that? Someone's trying to port the entirety of Soliana into Sonic Adventure. Hold on, I gotta see this. Now compatible with Dreamcast conversion. Wave Ocean remake? Okay, I gotta check this out. Hold on. Always sunny in Sunset City. I guess that's one way to look at it. Sorry, Spyro 3 now. I'm gonna need your opinion on the first half of the game. First half of the game, Spyro 3 is like Mario 64 to me, right? And the way that I'll explain this is that the first half of Super Mario 60, well, okay, the second half of Spyro 3 is also kind of decent. It's not until you get to the like later portions of Spyro 3 when it really starts to be like, all right. I think the beginning of Spyro 3 is great. Like, I wouldn't change anything about that beginning. I think that starting hub area, that home world with and all the levels within it are pretty solid. So I think you'll have a fun time with Spyro 3 in the beginning. You might have some fun times with the second hub area. Some of those stages do feel a little bit iffy. But yeah, I'd say by the time you're done with the second home world, that's when it starts to really feel groggy. At least to me. That's where it starts to feel groggy for me. Because it feels like it's trying to be more than what it should. I guess that's the way to put it. Because you have so many different characters that you get to play as in Spyro 3. To the point where it's just like a lot of these missions are designed specifically for these characters, and sometimes you're not always playing as Spyro, which is perfectly fine, but like I don't really like how they change up the gameplay that much with some of these characters. But I mean, again, it's up to you to decide whether or not you actually enjoy Spyro 3 for what it is, but for the first half, I'd say it's pretty decent, it's pretty solid. That's my take on Spyro 3's first half. But yeah, I don't like I guess the best way I could describe that would have been comparing it to Super Mario 64, because I think the first half of Super Mario 64 is solid, and then you get to the basement and it's like, these levels suck, dude. These levels, like, they were designed with Mario's moveset in mind, but I could care less about most of those levels. A little bit of a mix of rock and roll and jazz. Not even jazz. I need to get a haircut, bro. I actually do need to get a haircut. I'm gonna have to re-bleach my hair a little bit because I do see it kind of fading. The goal was to try and bleach it enough, but I didn't think I would have enough time before the expo. I was gonna go platinum white, just sort of like match the tangle hair, but also have like my brunette underneath, so it'd sort of be like a Cruella de Vil kind of thing, but you know, white on top and brown under, rather than white, black, white. You know? Spyro 2 felt like a prototype Jak and Daxter based on how you get the orbs. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, maybe Naughty Dog took some inspiration from from Spyro for Jak and Daxter, because Jak and Daxter actually runs on the engine that Insomniac made for Ratchet and Clank, believe it or not. Like that engine that they made for the first Ratchet and Clank game was shared with Naughty Dog for Jak and Daxter. So all of the Jak and Daxter game were primarily built to run on the engine that Insomniac designed for Ratchet and Clank. And so I wouldn't be in them sharing a development building and being so close together. Like it would not surprise me if like a lot of the stuff that they did for the first Jak and Daxter was heavily inspired off of Spyro in some way. Um, so yeah, I'd believe that. Let's see. Trying to get the game capture to recognize Sonic Adventure. Not because it's not showing. That's why. Yeah, they were co-owned. They were both, well, they weren't co-owned. They just developed for Universal. Universal claimed the rights for Crash and Spyro, and they were just developing the games for Universal. It's still not capturing the game for some reason, so we're gonna use window capture 6.7, and that's how the magic works. It's got to have the 6.7 in it. Fit the screen. There. Select your character. Let's get him. Let's check this out. This is a mod by Chorin or Chorin. I'm getting it wrong. Where they're trying to do like a port of Soliana over Station Square. So I'm curious to see how I can get this to work. Let me see. Well, see, the unfortunate part about that, right? Because I was going to do an entire video on it. I think someone else did an entire video on it. Um, oh, what's his name? I forgot his name. Unfortunately, looking at the history of Crash and Spyro, they were always going to end up under Activision either way. There was no like way out of it. I don't think, unless like at the time they decided to sell the rights to Crash and Spyro, like they were just destined to unfortunately end up under Activision because of how the development studios and Universal Interactive in general phased out. Because Universal Interactive, let me just bring it up here. Hold on, because I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, so Universal Interactive was a subsidiary of Vivendi Universal, which became Vivendi Games. And then Vivendi merged with Activision. So yeah, because the parent company never sold the rights to Crash and Spyro, when that merger with Activision happened and they became Activision Blizzard, Crash and Spyro went with it. So like that's just like the unfortunate history for Crash and Spyro. They were always going to end up under Activision's umbrella no matter what happened unless those rights got sold. And obviously Universal wasn't going to sell the rights to Crash and Spyro, especially when at the time Crash was reported as a billionaire franchise. Like there are reports, there are sales reports that I remember seeing a couple of months ago that someone posted on Blue Sky showcasing that Crash was making billions. Like they were making money. So even more of a reason why I'm just like, why did you guys just flop, dude? What happened? Genuinely, what happened? Like what did you do? Why did you do that? And obviously another thing why this mod isn't working is because I didn't enable it in the mod loader. So we're save and exit. Should work now. But yeah, that is the unfortunate part about Crash and Spyro that upsets me every day when I think about it. Because there's nothing that would have happened.
Select your character. Let's get him.
Still not walking. Let me disable some mods here. Hold on. Um, I think that should be all right. I'm going to move it to the very top to make sure that it's loading first.
Sega.
Okay, I see. Okay. Read the comments.
Select a file.
So I think I should have it.
Select your character. Let's get him.
But I'll disable the time of day thing anyway, so... should be a rocket somewhere. I'm gonna look. Hold on, what does it say? A world with a rocket. I added to Station Square. Alright, I'll just look around for a rocket. So why is it nighttime? I disabled the time of day thing. Not seeing a rocket. Grommet. Is it in the casino area?
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I think it would be in the train station. Yeah, I'm not seeing a rocket. Hold on. Hmm. Rocket and Station Square will take you. I wish there was a screenshot of where that rocket. I mean, like, I'm assuming if there's a rocket in Station Square, it should be like the most obvious looking thing, but I'm not seeing it. Time for my daily pup slander. What's up, Rex? How's it going? I'm not. I mean, hold on. Let me see something. Supposed to be a rocket somewhere. Yeah, it's supposed to be like right at the beginning. It's supposed to be right here, but it's not loading it in. Hold on, let me look. Let me look. I don't. I feel like like don't really need to do much. Like everything that I have enabled doesn't seem like it would break it. I'm just gonna disable a couple of things here. And it should work with the Dreamcast conversion, because they updated it for it to work with Dreamcast conversion. It'll be alright without that lantern engine, I guarantee.
Select your character. Let's get him.
Still not working, huh? I'm gonna disable every mod here that I have. We're gonna look at the most disgusting thing Sonic Adventure has ever looked. Going back to Base Adventure. Base Adventure DX. Ugh. Look at that.
Select a file.
Select your
Ugh.
character. Let's get him.
Disgusting. Hope you're doing well, Brex. I genuinely don't know what mod was breaking it, but here we go. Oh, dude. Hold on, it's very quiet. Oh, it's got like a nighttime to it. Hey, okay. Nice to hear, nice to hear. I've been doing alright, Mike. Yeah, I guess I can't use the pause menu. But I've been doing alright myself. Glad to hear you've been doing well. Have you seen the cap? Oh, I haven't seen the cap. Sonic Man! Yo, Sonic Man, you doing alright there, buddy? Blue Blur himself. I would race you, but I don't want to humiliate you. Like Piantissimo. Except Piantissimo would 100% make a fool out of Mario. Why did I become a guard? I'm actually like getting paid to stand around. Alright, and this spring takes you back to Station Square, I believe. This is actually pretty sick. Hey. Okay. I was about to say, you know, no way. Final egg. Okay. Okay. I was about to say. Oh.
No!
Oh well. Feels forbidden for some reason. I don't know. It kind of is cool to me. Like, it feels like it works, kind of. Like, I don't know. This just looks like it would work. Probably because 06 was trying to, like, recapture that adventure vibe. Can we go to the other part? We can, but yeah, it is very much still early progress. The camera must be stuck on something. Escape to go back. I don't know why the pause menu doesn't want to work. Uh-oh. Am I stuck here? Dun, dun, dun. There we go. But also, I don't think it's supposed to be nighttime. I think we're supposed to have some blue skies here. It's just nighttime for some reason. Unless they intentionally made it nighttime. This feels ridiculous. We're gonna go to the secret lab. Oh wait, it's right here. This is so cool. But there is something to check out here, I believe. Other than the hub area. Oops. Sonic and Delfino. I don't know, Piantissimo, he's got some massive jump power. But, so, they have a little bit of Wave Ocean constructed, I think. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, this looks sick. Dude, this is awesome. I still don't know why it's nighttime. I feel like the mod's still not loading in properly.
No!
Oh! Collision issue. I don't know what happened to the UI, though. I don't know why the UI just completely barked itself out of the way. It's gone. Try this again. Oh, oh. Well. This might actually be a little buggy. But again, it's to be expected. I'm pretty sure you can get through the entirety of this level. Or at least a good portion of it. Uh-oh, no, that's... No. Sonic. No. No problem, Verse. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good one, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I am just... You touch the water, you're dead. I'm just as glad that I was able to meet them. Wave Ocean Adventure is pretty fitting. It is, it is, it is. I love Wave Ocean. I know 06 isn't like the best of the best, but like... There's just something about Wave Ocean that holds a special place in my heart because it's just so much like Emerald Coast, and the music is just banging. The music for Wave Ocean is just, oh, so good. All right, I'm going to look at another mod now. That was cool, but I don't know why the pause thing wasn't wanting to work properly, so we're just gonna do that. Let's see, do that, do that, do that, do that. Where is, there it is. Oops, my bad. I think that should be everything that I would need to enable. I don't think any other mod would have issue with that. Mania drop dash. Oh, that was a request. Okay. That's music, multi-material, unleashed idol, less dash panels, no karting in Twinkle Park. Why would you take the karting out? Skip the karting section. Oh, so it just loads you directly into the roller coaster section. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. But I feel like you just miss an entire portion of the game if you do that. Rush tricks. All right, I remember seeing something about this. Playing a Sonic, hit a spring, trampoline, jump ramp, etc. to perform cool tricks. That's a lot, so maybe not right now. I'll definitely check that out at some point, but that's a lot to understand for my brain right now. I think I'm gonna look and see what Adventure 2 has in store as of recent. Widescreen. Emerald Hill textures over Green Hill. Split screen multiplayer story mode is a request. Would that even be possible? Goth Knuckles. Turn Sonic into Flowery from Delta Road. Chow World Extended. I don't play enough of Chow Garden to check that out. Does this have a demo? Does not have a demo. WD Gaster over Eggman? What? Someone 3D modeled Gaster. That's funny. Crash Bandicoot? Dude. Hold on. This might actually be really cool. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, is. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. They're both over Sonic, but it's alright. It's okay. Why is it not? I hate that Bandicoot. Tosses the controller all over the villain in the submarine with course. Oh, no. Why is it not detecting it? Can I get it on a game capture? Will game capture accept Adventure 2 over Adventure 1? Let's see. It favors Adventure 2 over. I'm gonna have to kill OBS now. Can't be having that kind of opinion around me. You just, I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 is great, don't get me wrong, but you can't have that
File
opinion on
select.
me. Why is it so loud?
Stage select.
Still feel like it's very loud. Check this shit out.
Attention all units. Suspects seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture.
Wow! Wow! Dude, look at him go! He's got Aku with him. I didn't see Aku in the screenshot, so that makes it even better. Oh god, that's nightmare fuel. Look at him run. He's gonna get you. Crash Radical. I like how his life icon is just like a random texture. Follow me. And also having Ryan's voice clips over him rather than custom voice clips is just really funny. Dude, watch where you're going, Crash. You're gonna crash. He's styling. They should mod the soap shoes onto him. I wonder if Supersonic is like modded too. Like maybe they put Aku Aku over his face. Dude, look at him go! Yeah, this is gaming. That would go hard. I don't know how much they've actually modded for this. I just saw the screenshots of Crash standing around in Chow World. So I assume that Supersonic's not modeled or modded over. Whee. Oh, nice. Daily Crash shenanigans. Oh, soap shoes. Yeah, soap shoes would actually go pretty hard. I don't think there's ever been like fan art of Crash in the soap shoes either. I've seen people draw Crash in the Sonic Adventure books, but I don't think I've ever seen them like draw like Sonic shoes. So stupid, I love him.
Yes!
Yeah, get it, Crash.
Just made it.
Wow. I feel like I'm losing my voice.
Select.
I've done a lot of
Character
talking.
Select.
I don't have Sonic in Chow World? That's weird. Did they model him? Nah, they didn't model him over the cart. How does this
Story
look
select.
in cutscenes? Because I know that sometimes modding doesn't actually translate the cutscenes, but I'm just curious to see what happens.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over
Waiting
the
to
city.
see like
We're
a
en route. Everything's
monstrous
to go.
looking Sonic
This is
jump out of this
Control Tower.
helicopter.
We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't
The
copy
Hedgehog
that.
is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's because like even though these cutscenes are in the game and I think they are in game engine, you still have to do like a specific thing for getting it to work properly. And it is quite a lengthy process, I think. But that was pretty cool. I'll definitely be keeping that in mind. PS1 Crash fits so well. That was done by Bad Meets Evil 197. Operation Respun. What is this? Respin is a concept for Sonic Adventure 2 designed to adjust every stage to be more enjoyable and open without killing the SA2 level, or SA2 field. This concept will only cover a few speed stages as of now. Do not have plans to make this happen as of now, but may make attempts. Feel free to do this yourself. Just give me a mention. City Escapes runtime is 2 minutes 30 to 3 minutes 30. The main path features some new shortcuts, including a lightspeed dash trail inspired by SA2 Modern's Take, a reworked homing attack chain, and a few places to somersault under for some goodies. Also features a new section before the truck designed to be the city's park, featuring multiple routes with lightspeed dash homing attack. Oh, it's okay. So it's not released yet, but I'm curious to see what that looks like. It looks like it was updated 2 hours ago, so I am gonna keep an eye on that. Gosh darn it, Bobby. Swift's model edits. They just did some small, like, retexturing, it looks like. Green room. Kindergarten. New shaders for all characters. Why is Crash in Sonic Adventure? Because he's the best. I told you that. No. 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 This is not a thing. This is no. This no. I refuse. Hold on. There's no way. Oh man. These guys, I swear, modders, they're on a whole nother level of thinking.
Stage select.
It's not working. Hold on. I think I need to get skin selector plus. Chalgar. Maybe wait, hold on, actually. Let me boot that back up. Hold on. I bet. I bet $0.
Select. Stage select. Character select.
I don't like this. 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 I literally have not touched the Chow Garden at all here. Kind of see the vision. I just look at him. He's disgusting. He looks scary. Ew. Who invented Omocha and why? Why would Eggman invent such a disgusting thing? Oh my god, that's funny. That's really funny. I don't know if that would have been even been. Someone requested for SA1 upgrades for. Maybe it meant like putting like the ribbon on him. We are actually in Dave's nightmare. Oh, you'd probably be right. You'd probably be very right about that. I wanna one day get Milodo, fantastic modder for SA2. They do insane skins that look like they would belong in SA2. I want to commission them to get Ace into Adventure 2 at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna save up a little bit of money for that. I think that would be really fun to do. Cutscene revamp extensions. Add-on mod for render fix that restores cutscene revamps, configurable extensions like Sonic's classic shoes and Amy's eyeliner, as well as bringing over some of cutscene revamps extra changes and adding new features that fit in line with original options. Oh, so it just lets you customize like different things on the models for the cutscenes. That's cool. 1 in 100. Wait, 1 in 10,000 chance for a withered foxy jump scare while you're playing Sonic Adventure 2. The pause menu will not save you either. That would be a funny thing to just randomly have on while streaming one day. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna leave it checked for whenever I decide to play Sonic Adventure 2 on stream one day and forget about it. And then we'll just all get jump scared by Withered Foxy. Someone's trying to make an Eggman Land stage, but it looks like it's on hold for now. Only 5% is done. I think I've seen mods for other games on that. Yeah, no, I think there was one. I think the first one I came across was for Terraria, or Terraria, however you want to pronounce that. Where you just have like a 1 in something chance for Withered Foxy that just bloop pop up on screen for no reason. Trying to survive the night and then bam. What? Oh, okay. Okay. It goes over the multiplayer model. Okay, okay. Neutral Chow Tails skin? That's cool. My architect. Yeah. The best part about it, I feel like I'm actually gaming. It's so funny. So, on Instagram, I've been getting ads for this like restaurant that I guess opened up somewhere. And the guy is doing like the way he's advertising it, he dresses up as a pirate and everything. And I just open the comments and it's like, it's his restaurant. He made it himself. And I'm just like, yes. The entire backrooms memes. It's just that's the entire comments every single time I come across one of those adverts. It's so funny. It is hilarious. Fucking love the Backrooms movie. That is like, I'm not like an avid horror film enthusiast. Like horror films are awesome, but I'm not someone that will go out of my way to um watch a horror film. But Backrooms is so unique. It is so fun, and like the thing about the Backrooms that I like so much is that like, yeah, it can be a little jumpy, but like it's the atmosphere that really plays the role of making it scary. And I think just Kane did an amazing job with the world building and making it feel more scary than it actually needed to be. Um, I hope they get to do more with them. I really appreciate how backrooms turn out to be. It's so funny because I'll talk to my siblings about it, and my brother, he hates the backrooms. There's something about liminal spaces that scare him, but for me, like, I oddly find it comforting. I don't know. I have the opposite effect of looking at liminal space stuff. Like, it feels comforting. It feels like home. Feels like I belong. Nah, but like it definitely, like, there's just something so unique about liminal space that I really enjoy. I love liminal space. It's so fun seeing how people are so creative with it. Um, so when are we getting the back rooms in Sonic Adventure? Surprised that hasn't happened. The heck is this? I don't know. I have to check that out. Or you can't escape. I think the only thing from the back rooms that genuinely scares me, like the one like setting that genuinely scares me, and I'm not even sure if it's like an official thing, but it, how fan projects expand on it a little bit more, but like the rooms or the areas with the giant windmills, because that was a recent fear that unlocked for me. I don't know why. I remember I was in California, and we were headed towards San Francisco, and on the ride there, the first time I've ever gone by like a wind turbine, like an actual wind turbine, and I just felt so uneasy about it. Like, there was something deep within me that was like, nope, don't like that. Like, I was, ugh. Every single time I looked at it, I would just get chills. I was like, that doesn't look right. Like looking at photos of them, it's fine because it's like interesting, but like it's just so like, so this, like, it just, it does something, it activates something in my brain that just is like, that's not right. So like you have the open field area with the houses, and it's like green hills, and then the wind turbines. That one kind of freaks me out, but the one that freaks me out the most is like and I don't even know how many backrooms things use it, but like it's like this one area, you're on a platform, you're pretty much in the sky because you're above clouds, and the turbines go above the clouds. And I'm just like, I don't like that. That is too much for me. That is it's like tornadoes. It's like tornadoes for me. I don't like tornadoes. I genuinely feel like dread and fear looking at photos of tornadoes. Like, I don't like how tornadoes look. I do not. They just don't look like they should exist. They don't look like they should scientifically be physically, feasibly. They don't look like they should be possible. Like, I don't like how twisters look. I hate the movie Twisters because of that. I don't like how tornadoes look. They always creep me out. Um I remember someone was doing like a test in, I think, Dreams for PS5, and they were like doing like the graphic stuff. And to test it, they had like this entire world where it was like a bunch of like big tornadoes and twisters. I'm just like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And it's kind honestly, I think what spawned that fear of tornadoes so much for me was The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I think that genuinely was what kickstarted my fear of tornadoes. Because as you're sailing in the sea, you'll come across the god of storms, and he'll be in a tornado. I just did not like that. I was like, I hate that there's this force, this unnerving, like everything becomes dark, and then you just have this twister chasing after you, like a sentient twister. I was like, that is insane. Don't like that. Nope, not for me. I was like, please get me out of here. I don't like it. And I was just playing through Birth by Sleep, and I had that same exact reaction, because in Birth by Sleep, in the final world that you go to, the unverse are in tornadoes, and these tornadoes chase after you, and I did not like that. Every single time I look at it, it's so unnerving. Did I play B3313? I did not, but I am aware of it. I think when me, Dylan, and Frank did that big SRB2 stream where we played a bunch of mods. I think we played through the entire game, but we beat it pretty quick, so we decided to do a couple of mods to, extend the stream a little bit. We got this like level pack, and I think they had something for B3313 inspired in that level pack. Excuse me. But yeah, that's probably the most I've had exposure to that. I do remember it being more like a back rooms thing for Mario. It is pretty interesting. Again, like when it comes to horror, people are so creative, especially when it comes to like utilizing stuff like liminal space and just being creative within that right alone. Like I don't think I'd ever be able to come up with something like that, but it is fascinating how someone can take something as simple as like just a hallway and then making it seem more than just a hallway. Like, it's a hallway, but there's something about that hallway that just isn't right. Peach without eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think I've seen some footage of it. I've never personally played that ROM hack. I think Dylan's played it a little bit. I don't know if he's ever streamed it or if he streamed it to Discord once. Maybe he streamed it to Discord once, and I was watching him play it a little bit. I definitely want to do more Mario co-op in the future. Mario 64 co-op. Hoping we can get some stuff going for that. And I'd also like to get back to like Minecraft Dungeons or what was there anything else that we were playing with Dylan and Frank that we haven't gone back to yet? Deltarune. That's what it was. We were playing through the co-op mod for Deltarune. We didn't finish chapter 1. We got to before Chaos King. Or the king. But definitely want to get back to Deltarune at some point. It's going to be a little bit tricky now that we're going to have to work around with Dylan's work schedule. But I think that would be pretty fun to get back to. At least doing chapter 1 and then chapter 2. And then I got to bug my friend who I bought Deltarune for to play chapter 2 because I watched her play all the way through chapter 1 and I want to see her play through chapter 2 and I got to see her play through chapter 3. I got to see her play through chapter 4. I got to see her play through chapter 5. I don't care how many times I watch Deltarune playthroughs. I love watching people's first time playing it because it's a unique experience. It's an amazing experience. And I'm glad to be able to share that with some people because I like seeing what people think of it. Imagine Tangle in the back rooms. That would be kind of scary, I think. It'd be like, you know how IDW's new villain, who is totally not Dr. Starline, did those like abstract like creations of Sonic characters. Like I think that's what Tangle in the Backrooms would look like. Love Deltarune. Oh, dude, since Deltarune chapter, I can't even believe it's been that long since Deltarune chapter 1 came out. I was done with Undertale, or done with Undertale. I knew. I just knew that I was gonna love it because I loved Undertale so much. But what I wasn't expecting was for me to just love Deltarune more than Undertale, and then hear Toby say that he was scared to do it. Like, I was like, dude, like, Undertale is great. Undertale is amazing. But this is something else, man. This is crazy. Like, I just like, and it's like every single time a new chapter comes out, it just has me questioning everything. Like, I'll go on weeks, months end of just theorizing of what this could mean, and like me and Dylan will exchange things, and like we'll be like, oh, did you catch this, did you see this? And it's just like, I'm like, gosh, Toby, how do you like? I need to sit down. I want to like sit down with him at least someday and just like talk about his creativity process, because like that man's brain is something unique. He has such a good way with storytelling and just composing, and he's a friggin' prodigy with music. I don't know how he does it. He's insane. It's insane, like how many times he can just recycle the same melody and make it work. In chapter 5, like, I'm not gonna spoil anything for chapter 5, but chapter 5 is genuine. Like for me personally, chapter 5 is probably my favorite chapter so far. That could be recency bias, maybe, but it's also because Toby does something with chapter 5 that I've always wanted to do with a video game, if I were to ever make a video game. And that's sort of like, okay, maybe this will be a little spoilery, so if you haven't played Deltarune, you only spoiled, just mute this and I'll, you know, maybe you won't hear it. But spoiler, to be able to make the main antagonist a hero, like, that is something that I've always wanted to do, where it shows that like the main hero is kind of the main antagonist in the end. Like, it's just so, the story is so good, and then the music when you're fighting that final boss, and it's never like, because every final boss has the freedom motif in it, like, complete. But this final boss, the freedom motif never completes, because lore wise, this character that you're fighting is not supposed to be free. This character that you're fighting is not supposed to go past this point. And it's so heartbreaking. Like, it's just like, you are the villain in this sense. Like, you have to do this. You know, you don't want to do this, but you have to. And it's just like, oh, dude, the emotions that were flowing through me when I was fighting that final boss and just realizing all of it crashing down on me, I was like, dude, this is the type of storytelling that I want to do. Like, this is what I would love to do. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, the gameplay for chapter 5 is fantastic. And if anything, theory-wise, this is just crack theory. If they were to ever put any of those characters in Smash Brothers, chapter 5 right there. That unique gameplay thing that he does in chapter 5, that is the move set for Chris in Super Smash Brothers. 100%. He has to have made that, like, with how close he is to Sakurai as well. Like, he had to have made that with maybe the intention of, if they were to ever do a Smash Brothers like thing and add Chris to it, like, that's exactly how I think that move set would play out. Like, I could see that move set working in a Smash setting. And I mean, I'm not like that big on Smash Brothers, but like, if there is another Smash Brothers and they do third party again and Deltarune gets in, like, I hope that they look to that like gameplay style for the move set, because I think it just makes so much sense for it to be in a Smash game. Even a Smash fan game, I think you could build a move set around that. It just, dude, Deltarune is, ugh, so good. Oh my god, and I'm gonna cry when it ends. It's like, the other day, me and Dylan finished Superman and Lois for the CW, and I literally texted him the other day, I'm going through withdrawal, man. We finished that show. That show has an ending, and I was just like, I need more. I need more of this. Like, I want more of this. It sucks that it's over and that it has an official end, but like it's just like, oh, why can't there have been more? So I'm not ready for Deltarune to end. I really am not. And just hearing that chapter 6 is going to be short, which is perfectly fine. I'm fine with it being short, but hearing that it's going to be short and then having to wait for chapter 7, it's just like it's going to be one of those waits where it's just like, why? I'm going to be waiting for it like desperately. I know I'm going to be waiting for it desperately. I'm just like, why can't it be now? But I don't want it to be now. Yeah, it's gonna focus on the mysteries, and I do think we're gonna get the reveal of who the knight actually is. Like, I think that thing that he said, like, whether you're ready for it to be revealed or not, it's going to be revealed, and I definitely think it has something to do with the knight. So I'm very much looking forward to that. God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I wasn't even expecting Deltarune Chapter 5 to be announced this year. I was watching that Nintendo Direct and I was like, there's not really a lot here that interests me. And then bam, Chapter 5. I was like, what? That was no way. And now that I'm going through Kingdom Hearts, I also have Kingdom Hearts 4 to look forward to. And that series has made me emotional as well. Like, I just, ugh, God, I don't usually get emotional with video games, but Kingdom Hearts, that is such a tearjerker. Gave me a heart attack of relief. I felt that. Because like I was like, there were a couple of good games announced at that direct for sure, but like when Deltarune got announced, I was like, no way. I was like, I was not ready for it. I was so excited, and then the fact that it was like being released within a week or 2 weeks, I was like, what? I was like, no way. Oh god. And I make it like a tradition. Every single time a Deltarune chapter comes out, I play through it in its entirety from start to finish. I don't like save it for any other day unless I'm having like a trouble with like the final boss or with the battle near the end. Then I might like take a little break from it. But I try to finish the chapter within the day that it's released, just because I know that it's gonna be on my mind the entire day if I'm not playing it. So I just, we need more games like that. I seriously hope that Toby continues to make games or helps out with some games after Deltarune is said and done. But I honestly wouldn't be like upset if he just decided to retire from game development after that, because like Deltarune, I just don't think we're gonna have another thing like Deltarune for a while. Like, there's a lot of good indie titles out there, but something like Deltarune is like super rare, I think. And I think like getting to the level of Deltarune is gonna be really hard for some indie developers. Like, I know I feel like I'm putting Deltarune on like a really high pedestal, but for me personally, I just don't think there's any other game that's gonna be like Deltarune ever again. Yeah, no, usually I'll save the secret boss for like a later date, but I make sure to go through the entirety of the main like plot and everything, because again, I just know if I decide to play a good bit of it and then save it for later, I'm going to close the game. I'm going to stand up and then it's going to be like, nah, 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 nah. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this. So like I'm glued to the screen for 6 hours, 7 hours, 3 hours, however long the chapter is. I am in my seat, listening, paying attention, like, and just taking in the music too. I think another reason why I'm so attached to Deltarune is the music, because the music is just fucking amazing, so beautiful. Sucks that I'm not gonna be able to attend any of those Undertale concerts that they're doing, because I know that they're gonna probably be playing some Deltarune music there, and just being able to experience that in a live orchestra whenever Deltarune is done. I hope that Toby takes the time to do a concert or symphony where it just goes through the entirety of Deltarune, like just from start to end, covering every chapter. I I would jump out of my seat to just buy a ticket for something like that, because that needs to happen. There needs to be a complete Deltarune symphony where it just goes over all the music. All I would like genuinely I would sit down and watch like someone play through the entirety of Deltarune, all chapters combined, with an orchestra. Like I would be so down for something like that, because me and my dad went to go see something downtown like last year. I think it was either last year or the year before last. Um it was Avatar in concert, and they would take scenes from Avatar: The Last Airbender and like play the music as the scene played out. And but it wasn't like the entirety of Avatar, but it was specific points from the Avatar series that would play out, and it would just cover about pretty much every important piece from the Avatar series. And that was amazing. That was great. That was fun. So something like that for Deltarune, I would so be down for. I would, oh, dude, man, fucking. This is the best conversation I think I've had on stream. Definitely my top highlight. But I feel like I'm losing my voice, and it hasn't even been 3 hours. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna start wrapping things up. I appreciate the conversation, Brax and Pancakes, and everybody else that was here, Mr. Krabs. It was fun. This was a really fun stream. I'll try the stream tomorrow if I have my voice. I think I'm just still a little bit tired from the expo, so I might rest up. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out and being here. I appreciate you. Love you all. And until next time, thank you again so much for watching, and take care.